On today's show, we're going to take a look at the Ram Rev. No, not the Revolution. We're just going to shorten this down to the REV. That is right. If you are new to the channel, my name is David Wood. I'm an auto journalist here on YouTube, and we travel all over the country covering the auto world. Now, Ram Trucks Revolution. Now, we got to see this thing in Chicago Auto Show this past week, and the thing was pretty impressive, but very much a concept. And we would hope there were certain features that you've seen, like the front end of this thing, you hope bleeds into future trucks. But there's a lot of things about that truck we're never going to bleed into any truck. But I respect Ram for actually throwing out a concept vehicle. Long the days of concept vehicles anymore. It's usually what you see is almost what you get when they reveal these vehicles. And I kind of miss, as a kid, it made me dream. And it was kind of exciting. But I want to bring up this the press release from this, and we'll get into more pictures. Ram Trucks Brands reveals the highly anticipated all-new, all-electric Ram 1500 REV in a 60-second ad. So the Super Bowl, you're going to get to see the ad of this thing. And I don't want to go into too much of this, but the RamRev.com, which you can see right here, opens consumers to reserve a place in line to pre-order the all-new truck. So we can jump over here, and there is your Ram Rev. Now, from the get-go, there's been two ideas about doing a full-size electric truck. There's the kind of futuristic side, and then there's the, hey, let's just make it look like the truck. Ford has taken the, hey, let's just make it look like an F-150. Chevrolet, well, doing, Chevrolet things, they've tried to make them look super futuristic. What they call their Silverado EV, which I just call the Avalanche because, let's be honest, it looks like an Avalanche. Still a nice truck. I actually have a reservation on one. But seeing that truck in person this past week, these things are massive. And I mean massive. But I like the fact that Rams kind of split the difference. They gave us that futuristic front end to this thing, but yet, it still actually looks like a truck. Now, I will say, this is a good looking, almost Charger Challenger like a little bit with the front end. I do like that. It looks like this is all kind of glass plastic. So how does that handle up to debris flying at you? Who knows? Remember, this is, as you can see here, this thing is not coming out till Q4 of 2024. So we have a while in this truck to worry about this thing. But looks like you can reserve $100. You can, become a Ram Rev Insider. Plus, you get all the exclusive benefits detailed below. So what are these benefits? I'm just kind of curious. Your $100 refundable. Remember that membership fee. I like that. That is a smart way of saying, hey, you're a part of the membership club now. That's what the $100 is about. It unlocks exclusive privileges, which is early access to pre-order the Ram 1500 REV that's right next to you, exclusive invitations to events, experiences such as first look and first drives, and news and information about the future electrified Ram trucks. So that's actually kind of cool. And I have to say, though, this is, I think they did it just right. I mean, just enough. I wish this maybe the side of this maybe was just a hair more, I don't know, kind of futuristic like the front is, but very normal 1500 for Ram, which you gotta respect that. Now here's the gallery. Let's go ahead and open these up. As you can see, it's in line with what they're doing now. It looks like they've kind of trimmed their logo a little bit, made it just their electrification logos for Ram are going to be just slightly different than the full size. But you can see your charging port up here. You got these very aerodynamic wheels, which like them or hate them, that's just how to get the miles on these things you have to do. Very surprising about this kind of these little grills. I mean, I can't tell from this photo if they're open or not, but you would think it'd be all smooth for aerodynamics, and maybe the way they have it is for aerodynamics. But I really do like the kind of X pattern that they have for these lights. It looks really good, and this is a part of the Ram Revolution that I'm happy to see made it. Now it looks like you're going to get the typical Ram boxes and all that fun stuff in there, but let's see what else we got here. Oh man, looking very sharp next to that high dollar house. You see it's plugged in there, so that will be nice if that ever comes to fruition. Now, this is something that, and we're not going to get a lot of teasers of the interior of this vehicle because they're wanting to save some of this. But it was very surprising that they didn't kind of talk more about this at the Chicago press show, because there was a Revolution press conference where they kind of hinted about the name being called the Rev and stuff. And I'm very surprised that the day after the press conferences, they dropped this. So I don't know if they just they're not ready for media to kind of nitpick it or not, but very much in line with the current trucks, which I like. I think that you cannot scare truck buyers. I think that's something maybe the Chevrolet Silverado and the GMC version might spook, traditional truck buyers a little bit. Now they're interesting. and there's a lot of cool features about them. But I think those are more like they're looking more at that Tesla buyer, and I think Ram and Ford are looking more at the truck buyer. So, but once again, this thing's very in line. It looks like you're going to get the little dash over here, much like they're doing with the Grand Wagoneer, which is actually pretty interesting. I kind of like that. It's a fun feature that me and Kelly got to play with on a press event. Nothing out of line though, from what we can tell. The gauges looks like you might get a traditional tack with a digital tack here in the center. You're getting that normal, you know, we don't need a big column shifter in this, do we? We just need a little dial to turn it on, you know, put it in and out. So that looks good. Right here next to this house looks great. Obviously, these are, you know, I will say these are somewhat probably photoshopped images. But as you can see here, those grills, there is no opening to that. So sometimes they do baffles like that for aerodynamics to push air away from the vehicle. So maybe that's part of it. But I have to say, that looks just like you would expect. Like, that almost looks like the next 1500, that's the normal 1500. And if it was, I would be all about it because I think that thing looks freaking great. Once again, this was no surprise. They've been teasing this. This was all over, you know, the concept and stuff, the Ram Rev. So it's not like this was like, oh no, that's what they're calling it. I think Revolution would have still been cool, but I get it. Ram EV makes sense. But ultimately, this thing is a good looking truck, and it's a truck. Now, you know, what are the specs going to be on this? Of course, we don't know anything about that just yet, but I like what I'm seeing here. And, you know, if they've talked about in the past of doing the extended range batteries, so that might be cool. You know, we will hear over the next year, we're going to hear a lot more about this vehicle. And, you know, we're going to cover this vehicle because, well, electrification's here to stay, and better get used to it. So in the comments below, let me know what you think about this. Are you interested in this? I'm curious about what you think of the big three offerings right now. Which one, how do you rank these? And let me know in the comments below. Rank these for me, 1, 2, and 3. Do you like the Ram? Do you like the Ford F-150? Or are you all in with the Chevrolet GMC twins? I, for one, right now, I think I'm leaning towards the Ram, even though the F-150 is already out. We know what it can do. I might be leaning towards this one a little bit, and I may throw $100 down and become an exclusive member of the Ram Club. So in the comments, let me know what you think. So whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or these EV pickup trucks we're all about to drive, this has been your All Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and we're out. Peace, everybody. Love y'all.